Hi, so today we're going to finish up our discussion of war in Europe as far as when we talk about World War II, the actual fighting ending in Europe. And this ends with what is known as Battle of the Bulge. So let's take it back a few steps. We already know that the Allied powers, led by the United States mainly, invaded the beaches of France, known as D-Day or Normandy, Normandy Beach, and was able to seize control over Normandy Beach and begin marching its way east toward Berlin, Germany, June 6, 1944. We also know that Russia won the battles over on the Eastern Front between 1942 and 1943 in the Battle of Stalingrad and basically destroying all German forces on the east. So now what's going to happen is the Allied powers are looking to come in like a snake, come in on the snake and force Germany to surrender. That is our main source of conflict in Europe. Italy's already forced out, okay, and Japan's in a whole different other continent. So what ends up happening is the beaches of Normandy are invaded June 6, 1944. By September of that same year, Allied forces are able to conquer France, and I don't want to say like reconquer, like they're able to basically make German forces leave occupied France and more importantly, Paris. Keep in mind that this is a huge victory for the Allied powers. It was clear as day that when France became unoccupied by Germany, and that if they were actually going to be able to fight in the war, they were going to be on the Allied power side. They are the United States' first ally ever of all time, dating back to the American Revolution. So obviously they were going to align themselves with the United States. This is going to be the first time that Germany gets occupied by international or by a foreign military since ding, 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 the age of Napoleon. That's back, think about like the Louisiana Purchase. Okay, so it's a long time. So the Allied powers are able to liberate France and they're able to reoccupy Paris. They got all these troops. And now we're looking at September. Their idea is their whole goal, and we're over like here, their whole goal is to go through Luxembourg and then work its way towards Berlin, where you'll have the Russians or the Soviets coming in from the east going west, and then ultimately meeting in Berlin. What happens is December is cold. We get it here too. There's a snowstorm. This snowstorm ended up leading to the Allied powers not being able to fight, and Germany waged a surprise attack on the Allied powers on December 16th. They ended up pushing right here, if you see this little line, they pushed this line that was originally here back, leading to a bulge in the Western Front. That's why it's called Battle of the Bulge. Furthermore, this is the last time Germany is going to be able to do anything powerful. After this point, the Allies are able to reconvene. They're able to figure out what they're going to do. And what they decide to do is they decide to raid a airborne operation over the town of Dresden. And in doing so, they're able to march eastward, leading to the largest airborne operation in all of history, and make their way towards Berlin. Once they get to Berlin, the Soviets come to meet them in Berlin on April 30th, 1945, leading to Germany's surrender May 8th, 1949. And this is going to be known as Victory in Europe Day or VE Day. Unfortunately, FDR, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the president who got us through the Great Depression, got us through Pearl Harbor, got us through D-Day, passed away on April 12th, 1945. And he was never able to actually see victory in Europe, let alone the end of the war. Well, there you have it.